Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic for today's second video. Lots going on as always on Patreon and Discord. Scott Stressel's Puzzle Hunt is brilliant. That's on Patreon. But today is the 5th of October, which I know well because it's my son's birthday. So happy birthday to him. Now, 5:10 in the English version of the 5th of October is 10:05 in the American version, and either way round, a very good excuse for doing an XV Sudoku based on the numbers X for 10 and V for 5 in Roman numerals. So we've been sent this puzzle by Johnny Kaufman, who we featured before, did an excellent puzzle for us before, and this one is a toroidal XV Sudoku. Now the rules are that everywhere in the grid that two neighbouring cells add up to 10, an X is placed between those two cells, and everywhere in the grid that two cells add up to 5, a V is placed in those cells. Now the twist here, if you like, is that the torus sees the other side. So these two squares are connected effectively. This whole thing acts like a mathematical torus. And those two cells, because of the V that is effectively between them, do add up to 5, as do those. But these two, for instance, do not add up to 5 or 10 because there's no V or X here. So that's how the rules work on this one. Do have a go at the puzzle. XVs are always fun. I like this twist on it. I think it's going to be a good puzzle. And I'm going to have a go now. So let's get cracking. And let's start, hopefully, in this box where digits are provided, 386. Yeah, so in this row, in row 7, there's clearly two cells adding up to 5 here, and they don't involve a 3. Well, that's fairly straightforwardly 1 and 4. Next row, not a 4, and they add up to 5. In fact, they are 2 and 3, and from this 3, we know that it's 2 here and 3 there. So that's a decent start. Now what? Maybe let's look at these other V's on the perimeter so I don't not notice them and forget them. This cell is connected to this one, and this one can't be 2 or 3 now. So it must be 1 or 4 with a 2 or 3 here to make up, no, with a 1 or 4 there to make up the sum to 5. Oh, that's quite good for this X, which now can't be 1, 9 or 4, 6 or 2, 8. So it must be the other alternative, which is 3, 7. This must be 5 or 9. We've got 2, 6, 5 and 9 in those cells. This one can't be 5 because it's on an X. This one can't be 9 because it's next to a 1, importantly. Now what else can we do? Okay, that leaves us with 5, 7 and 9 down here. Oh no, this can't be 7 because it's next to a 3, so we can place the 7 and we've got a 5, 9 pair. Okay, now this cannot involve a 6 or a 7, so it's either 1, 9 or 2, 8. Yes, where does 3 go in the bottom row? Well, it's got to be here in this cell because of the other 3's placed. 5 is in one of those two. Now let's say this immediately. This is the sort of puzzle where you're going to be spotting things that I'm not, because there are so many sorts of thing you can look for in this puzzle. And remember, this negative constraint is so vital. Not having an X or V means the two numbers cannot add up to 10. Or 5. Now, no. Yeah, I should stop waffling about not being able to spot things and try and spot something. Right, yes. Oh look, these numbers. I was going to look at these a moment ago. They're all connected by XVs. Right, this one cannot be 8 or 9. So it must go with an 8 or 9. Now it's 1 or 2. This is 3 or 4. This can be 1, 2 or 4, clearly not 5, so we can place the 5 in the bottom row. Now 1, 2 or 4 must go with 1, 3 or 4, and we get a triple up here as well as down here. That makes this either 8 or 9. Now look what that's given us, a 3-7 pair. Well, not that, but earlier we picked up a 3-7 pair in column 3, and we've got a 3-7 pair in column 2. Where does the 3-7 pair go in column 1? Well, it's got to go in these cells, but they can't go next to each other because they'd have to be an X. So they have to be separated by something, and they must be in those cells. And that doesn't help at all. Well, now it is going to mean that 3 or 7 is going to mean this can't be a 3-7 pair, but that's a bit of a minor advance. So, oh look, same trick down here though, a bit nicer in a way, 2-8 pair there. Now if this was a 2-8 pair, which is one of the two possibilities, what happens to 2-8 in row 7? They'd have to go in here, and there's no X there, so that is not an 8-2 pair, and we now know that's 9-1, which fixes this whole triple along the bottom, in fact the whole of the bottom row. Fixing this triple looks through these V's on the torus, and we can fix all those as well at the top. That's nice. How can we use it though? Right, this doesn't have a 2 or a 3 on it now, so it's either 1-9 or 4-6. That's not quite as helpful as I'd hoped. Oh, I thought we were going to get a bit further than that. Oh yes, look, that 4, sorry, that's fix that one in the same box. 4, 3, 8, 2, 5. 1 must now be in one of these two cells. Oh, and that's interesting, because where's 9 going to go in this box 9 here? It can't go in one of those two cells as well, or they would be a 1-9 pair. So it must be up here. That fixes this 5-9 pair back in box 7. And it does more, this 1-9 relationship. It's very weird, actually. Yeah, wherever the 9 and the 1 are, they're going to have to be on a diagonal, because they mustn't touch vertically as much as horizontally. So they're either on that diagonal or that diagonal. And whichever it is, none of these X's up here can be a 1-9 pair, because they'd be looking at either the 9 there or the 1 there, for instance, in column 7. So it's a real Schrödinger relationship. We don't know where 1 and 9 are down here, but we do know the effect they have up here. That's brilliant. So that can't be 1-9 is the upshot of that. That's 3, 4, 6. Up here, again, this can't be 1-9 for the same reason. It also can't be 3-7 or 4-6, so it's 2-8, and in fact 2 can't be at the top next to a 3 without a V. That's fantastic. Now, that doesn't fix these 1-9s at all. I mean, I still don't know where they are, but up here in box 3, we've got to place 1, 7 and 9 in there, and the 1 and 9 mustn't touch. So the 7 have to separate them. 1 and 9 mustn't touch because there's no X between them. So now, whichever of 1 or 9 appears there, its partner is there, and they've both been used up in the column, which doesn't help except to say that this is either 3, 7 or 4, 6, which we knew anyway, actually. So not that useful. 1, 2, 6 or 9 as a pair, well, sorry, 3 from those 4 there. Ah, now look at this. Oh, this is fabulous. Look. 6 cannot be here next to the 4, and 7 cannot be here next to the 3. So if 1, 9 are like that, this number has to be 6, because it can't be 7, and 7 would be there. But if 9, 1 are like that, then this has to be 7, because it can't be 6 next to the 4, and 6 is there. So whichever way round it goes, you've got a 1, 6 pair at the bottom and a 7, 9 pair at the top. That is a thing of beauty. I've never seen that sort of thing before. Maybe I've never noticed it before, but I've certainly never seen it before in an XV. That's really interesting. Right, 5 and 7 to finish that row. 2, 8 and 6 to finish this one, and the 2 and 8 have to be kept separate because there's no X. Oh, 6 goes there. I can't see a way to disambiguate these yet. There might be one that I'm not spotting, but right, 3, 4, 6. Yes, looking down at that. So 1, 6 like that. We now know the checkerboard pattern. 5, 8, 9 is a triple there. Those don't include 9, so that fixes this 9, 1 pair. This is now not 6, 4, it's 3, 7, so we put 4 in there. This can't be a number that would give a V or an X next to a 4, so it's got to be a 2. Oh, it's brilliant. I love this. That can't be a 2 anymore. Now, scanning or just more different Sudoku. Yes, that can't be a 4 next to a 1. So we've got a 4 over here somewhere. We've got a 1 in one of those two cells. 6, I don't know. Oh yes, hang on. Can't be in any of those. Can't be in those. And not next to a 4. So 6 is in one of those two. And therefore one of these 3, but I don't know if it's on an X. Okay, let's just keep going. Now this is either 7 or 9, just by Sudoku. And it's not 7, actually, that's in the box, in one of those two. So it's a 9, form of a naked single there. 4, 5 and 8 in those remaining cells. 2, 7 and 6 across the top. Oh, that can't be 7. And this can't be 6. 2, 6 or 7 there. Ah, oh, it's a lovely puzzle this. 4 is in one of these cells just by Sudoku because of that 4, that 4 and that 4. So it's got to be next to the 6. And more than that, it can't be here because it would need a 6 here clashing with that one. So we can actually place that 4 in the middle of the grid. 1, 6, get rid of these pencil marks. And try and remember to scan across as I do this. 1 is 1 there and 1 there means 1 is in one of these two cells, given that one as well. Can't be there because that would need a 9 here, so we can place 1 there. That puts a 9 here. Oh, this has become a 6 some time ago. Sorry, didn't see that. This is now 2. 6, 6, we've done those. That's not a 4, so in fact nor's that. 4 is placeable in box 4 appropriately, and that takes it out of that cell and puts it there. 2, 4, 6, 1, 5, 8. Ah, 5, 8 pair now, looking at that. Perfect. 3, 7. No, I can't disambiguate those. Now, what's this pair? It's not 1, 9 or 4, 6. Can't be 3, 7. We've got a 3, 7 pair. So it's 2, 8. That's fixing that and that. This is 2 or 8 as well because it's also on the X. 2, 8, 4, 6. 3 is in one of these cells and can't be with a 7 or we'd have an X. So 7 must be up here, knocking 7 out of that. And for the top row, putting it there. That fixes this 5, 7 pair. We've got 1 and 3 to place in column 5, and we can do that. 4, 9, 1, 3, 7, 2, 8. Am I missing something? Probably. Right, that's 3 or 7. Yes, it's 7. Okay, 3, 7, 3, 7. All those are disambiguated. 5 and 9 to go in here. Where does 9 go in this row? Not there because there's a 9 in the column. Not there because of the 1 beside it. So we can place 9 there. Ooh, that was not what I was trying to do. 9 was there. 3 in the middle. Right. 2 and 8. Can't see how to sort them out. But 3 here. That puts 3 and 7 in their places. 2, 5 and 8 at the top. I'm definitely missing something now. It should be pretty straightforward from here, and I'm not spotting it. Sorry. Right, that can't be a 2, 8 pair, so 5 goes there. That can't be 2, in fact, because it's next to 3. Same was true of the 5 cell. 6 and 8 finish up there. 2, that's 5, 6, and we are done, I think. Lovely puzzle. I mean, some really interesting logic. I mean, all over actually, but I particularly loved the stuff with the 1-9 checkerboard down here. That was really interesting. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a go at that puzzle, because that was fun. Try and remember on my son's birthday every year to come back to an XV, because they are good. Thank you, Johnny, for sending that. Really good puzzle. And thank you, as always, for watching. And just a note, my son did get a guitar for his birthday, so one day maybe he'll be able to play some meaningful music like Simon. We'll see. He doesn't have the genes for it necessarily. Bye for now.